hard shell pork taco night. We're going to spice up some ground pork, 1 pound of ground pork. We're adding fresh pork chorizo to the ground pork, so super spicy. Of course, you can make this with beef. You can use beef chorizo, beef fresh chorizo, and just ground beef. You could use plant-based substitute, and they make chicken of all of these things too. Now, what makes this taco extra special and kind of delicious is that we're making a 3 chili salsa. So we're using guajillos, medium heat, ancho, super mild, and arbol, a little bit spicier. I've got about 5 of these little guys and 3 each of the bigger boys. So we've got all the chilies in the pot here. Look what else I have. A big swipe of orange peel. What we're gonna do is take the toasted peppers and just coat them with a little stock and let them get nice and soft. For the pork, we're gonna get the onion going first. Then we're gonna add the pork and we're gonna spice the ground pork that is not chorizo. We're gonna just add a little sage to it. So we'll get the onion going. And how do we get the onion to give off more juice? Well, we salt it, of course. Boop. For the other kind of half of the salsa, we're gonna take 1 small red onion, a big fat clove of crushed garlic, and we're gonna get this into this pan with a little olive oil over, just over medium heat. We're gonna let this sweat too, so we'll add a little salt to it. We're gonna add a little cumin, let it toast up in the pan, about a teaspoon, and a pinch of that smoked cinnamon. So I just want a pinch of black pepper in there as well. Once that gets sweat out, we can add the 1 can of the fire roast diced tomatoes. At the end, we'll add the lime, juice of 1 lime. So here are our chilies that we reconstituted in stock so that we can puree them. And now we're gonna add it to what I'm not pureeing. And we're gonna let that cook down a little bit and thicken up. All we did was soften up an onion, add a little garlic, and add some fresh chorizo. Now to the pork base, which could also be any of those other proteins, the only other thing we're gonna add to this is a little bit of red cabbage and scallion. Totally optional. If you wanna cool it down, you can make a little guacamole. Whenever we make guacamole, we need to put acid, lemon or lime, onto your building blocks, okay? Your onion, chilies, garlic if you want to use it, 2 little baby Hass avocado. So we just squish that into the bowl. Now, to this and to our red salsa, the only thing I'm gonna add is a little chopped cilantro. We sealed the deal on the taco night. We melted the cheese and toasted the corn tortilla tacos, right? So that we have a little protection on the bottom from the tacos leaking, and we brought out the flavor of the taco shells themselves, of course, by toasting them. So it's like filling a nacho with your choice. I used pork. I have the pork flavored with sage, garlic, onion, salt, pepper. So we have the crunch from just some shredded cabbage. I used purple, and I added a little green onion. The 3 chili fire roasted tomato salsa, and I put that on top of the cabbage to kind of wilt the cabbage a little bit, because this is a warm salsa. The one thing I say hold off on and pass at the table is the guacamole. All right, here's a little wedge of fresh lime, a little cheek of lime, a little dollop of guac,